10 new souls here at Frank's school, Camp Ranch campus. There's two types of peeps. I haven't learned their names yet. Five of each. I'm gonna go get them some feed. and I put that box together this afternoon, or else tomorrow I'm gonna give it the extension so they can go out and get on the ground. And there's the lid. I also put it back together. That lid is to something else, but it's working now. I'll see if I can orient you. That's where I'm moving that cook stove, which Wayne Frost says cannot be restored. I beg to differ. Anyway, that was yesterday, and there's those two pallets that I need to put in here, and here's that area that is too complicated to explain right now. But I was checking on the water because it's gotten really dry, and what you're witnessing here is the birth of a spring pond, or springhouse pond. You can see the water's running out of it. I just started this morning. Instead of just letting it run on down like it does there, I started to throw some shovelfuls of sod silt in the way, and I'll keep building it up. And I'm going to take you back to show you where that water's coming from. That's where I just was, and there's where the water's running out. And it would willingly run that way too when it gets a little deeper. Here it's still coming in, and so going up to where the supply is, this is from a spring, but it's more than one spring. I gotta watch because I could really sink right in here. This area here is, there's two supplies. One's coming from up, hard to explain that one. But this one is coming right out of an old spring that was stoned up, probably had a spring house over it. And that runs even in the cold winter. So I'm going to start digging my way back here. I've done before. But in the past it's been to drain this area. Now it's not going to be to drain this area, but rather to make sure the water keeps going down to where the pigs could drink or whatever. I'm going to basically develop it. And now's the perfect time of year to do it because it's just so dry. You know, a pretty obvious thing to do, since I'm sinking in the mud that I'm throwing up there, is throw some of these sticks in there. They're dead, they're laying around here. And I'll push them down in the mud, and then I won't sink in so deep. And one of the directives of the 100 directives is emulate beavers. Well, I guess that's what I'm doing. There, I've walked across back and forth a little bit, pressed it down in the mud. I'm going to say that'll be it for right now. When the pigs come back over to this pasture, I'm sure they're going to get right into it, and they'll start treading those sticks in and packing that in. The pigs, and maybe between the pigs and me, we can emulate beavers. Now I gotta get those out of the mud. They've had time to dry, and put them over here. You may recognize this place by now. I've got a name for it. I call it the Mine's End. That's for sure. The Mine's End is between here and maybe down there. And the question is still out there whether or not it was once before that a well, or could again serve as a well or a spring. And the weather is so dry, it's the driest it's been all year. September 2nd, I think it is, maybe 3rd. It took a long time this year to get this dry, but it's the driest it's been. But there's still water here. And there's still water there. So the question kind of arises, is there a spring deep down there? I don't know. So anyway, you're up to date on this.